Ready for another Thirsty Thursday happy hour where we explore all things prophetic, dive into the heart of God as deep as we can get, and just minister to as many people as we can. So, welcome, Johnny, my wonderful friend, Johnny.
Thank you. Hey.
I just had so much fun with Johnny last week that I'm like, we have to do this again and again and again because there are some people logging in. Wendy, we know her. Wendy Walsh.
Who's that?
She's your wife. FYI. That pretty girl you married. We got Ella from Alabama. Wow. That sounds so cool. I'm Ella from Alabama. That sounds like it cool. And Jacqueline. Very cool. So yeah, as you guys are logging on, just say where you're coming in from, and let's see, what should we ask them today? What's your favorite
food?
What's your favorite food? Yes. What's your favorite food? Let us know what your favorite food is, and also where you're coming in from, because I love seeing all these countries. There's Cebu Siso.
South Africa.
Cebu Siso, is that how you say it? Cebu Siso? Cebu. Can we call you Cebu for short? Bacon. Oh yes, I made roasted Brussels sprouts with bacon a couple of days ago. Kosher. I love kosher food. It just feels safe to me, especially if my stomach is upset. Mediterranean food, Sherry. Yes.
Yeah.
I love Mediterranean food too. Like I love the, what do you call that sauce? The white tzatziki.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. The tzatziki sauce.
Tzatziki sauce. Ugh. Oh, Liam says hi. Liam is Johnny's 9-year-old. 8.
He just turned 8. He just turned 8 a couple days ago.
Ella says salmon and spinach.
Ooh, that sounds
wow.
Good. I love salmon and Brussels sprouts.
Oh, salmon is ridiculous. I had salmon 2 days in a row last week. From Belfast, Arlene. I love tzatziki. Yes, I love Belfast. Belfast is one of my favorite places I've ever been. And it's such a trippy place because it's still very much like a lot of people are still talking about the troubles.
Yeah.
Yeah, like from the Uber drivers to people in the church we were at, they were all going like in the time of the troubles. And it's because I remember somewhat like seeing on the news all of that stuff. But yeah, it's a beautiful place. So I love Northern Ireland.
I've never been to Northern Ireland. We went everywhere else in Ireland, but we didn't go to Northern Ireland. I really want to go. I was talking to Ian about it last night.
Yeah, you should go. I mean, some of the nature in Northern Ireland, it's like what? How did this happen? Like, it's crazy.
Oh, Liam likes Cheetos.
Caleb says he's not sensitive. I have a sensitive stomach, but I do love kosher food. Just think they do it right. Liam likes Cheetos. Awesome.
Cheetos.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for commenting. And if you could share the broadcast too, if you have a chance, or even better, if you know someone who needs encouragement or healing today, tag them in the posts and in the comments tag them in the comments, because we want to just get into ministering to people today. I'm feeling just the Holy Spirit right now. So as you guys are logging in, just again, comment, let us know where you're from, what's your favorite food, and just give a shout out so we can see everybody that's on here. And yeah, did you have anything to add? I'm just like
No, but I'm hungry now that everyone's talking about food.
I am hungry too. All I had was a banana and coffee.
That's what I had for breakfast today. Banana and a peanut butter bar.
Yeah. But that's okay, because we're going to eat lunch in a little bit. So David says,
what up, David?
Go, Osil and Johnny. We are going to go. Yeah. So this morning, I think I told you, Johnny, I woke up and immediately I just said to the Lord, like, thank you for, no, I was like, thank you for making me your mouthpiece.
Yeah.
And I was just like I was just in Thanksgiving and just kind of in the morning, I like to wake up and I like to just lay there kind of half asleep and just go over a list of things that I'm thankful for from my blanket. And really, like, honestly, Johnny, it's like, feeling the blanket, like it,
Yeah.
because it grounds you. It's like I'm feeling this blanket and I love the feeling of it. Thank you so much for this blanket. Thank you for my house. Thank you for my dog. Thank you for sleeping. Thank you for a new day. And just spending time, like just a few minutes every day Thanksgiving, because it's just like a direct connection to heaven.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, what are some of your morning rituals that you like to do?
You know what I like to do is first thing when I wake up, I just like to give thanks. And I like to every single day just say, I'm ready. Whatever
Yeah,
you want to do, I'm ready. However you want to partner, however you want to use, however you want to wear me, I'm ready. If I'm that leaf, and this is what I say every morning, I treat me like a leaf. You be the wind. Wherever you want to blow, that's where I'll go. Like, let's just go. Like, and I think for me that's been like a great wake up, because the wind starts blowing, like, and sometimes you notice like it's other things that kind of like tossing you about, and you're like, no, 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 I'm not gonna flow to that beat, like
yeah,
this is you, like I'll be your vessel. So wherever you want me to go, whatever you want me to say, whatever you want me to do, like just allow me to be able to do that with you.
yeah. Caleb says you're speaking my language,
There
Johnny.
you go, man. That's it. You
Yeah.
know. And then
Wow.
I like to snuggle my kids first thing in the morning. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's because I feel like Papa snuggles me first thing in the morning.
Mm.
So like a son a son needs to feel his father's love first thing. So it's like, okay, I feel like you've already done that for me, so now let me try to give that to my own, you know?
Yeah.
It can be hard with a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old that don't want you touching them first thing in the morning.
You're like, get in here. I
Yeah,
think feel like that's what God does to us too. Like the Father, He's like, get in here.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna love you. I'm gonna love you today. No
Yeah,
matter what happens. It's like I'm gonna love you. So thank you again so much for commenting, you guys. And if you could share the broadcast, because I want to get into ministering and just prophesying over people today. We got Deborah. She was on here last time. Hey, thank you for thank
yeah,
you for giving some shout outs to your friends. Um, it was a joy ministering or to you, Deborah, last time. You're a powerful woman, an
that's
influencer, definitely an influencer. Thanksgiving and praise. Yeah. Uh, so, anyway, I'm just like, it's going to be good today. I promise. I'm just kind of like full of the Holy Spirit right now, full of joy. So Papa God, we're going to get into this right now. I just want to get going on ministering to people. Lord, anybody that needs to be on here right now, get them on here and let us minister them
yeah.
through your heart. Let us be your mouthpieces today in Jesus' name. So, is there anyone that's sticking out to you in particular yet?
Caleb has been sticking out.
Yeah, for sure.
So Caleb's kind of like a hybrid, like Caleb, I don't know who you are. We've never met, right? So, but I see you as like a hybrid, man. It's crazy. Like it's like here's an ocean, here's a shore, and here's a shore, right? And your feet are on both sides. Like you take big strides, but at the same time, I really feel like your attention is not just to be at one place. It bridges something. Like I see you as like a bridge, like people traveling over your shoulders. It's like up your legs, over your shoulders, and down your leg to the other place. Um, I just see you as like, it's crazy, man. Like for me, like fusion, like not fusion, fusion foods, right? Like you'll have, you know, over here, here's Mexican food and here's sushi. Let's do a Mexican sushi place. Like I feel like there's a brand new flavor that comes off of you because you're bold enough to walk in a place that brings things together. Like, and it's not that just that you're a bridge. It's like literally like something is birthed, a collaboration is made because of you. And I feel like you've seen that even in your life with, other, it's almost like other ethnicities, like coming together, like I'm not sure what that is, but I think like Papa's given you a heart for like this melding and this melting. And I just want to bless you with that because it's huge, man. There's something huge on you. It looks like almost like I see something like it's like a love for like the Middle East and Mediterranean area, like, and I think it's really big. Are you doing something like in the Middle East or like a Mediterranean type area?
Yeah, let us know in the comments. There is a little delay. There's a little bit of a delay in the comments. Yeah. While we wait for your response to that, Caleb, what I saw was interesting. I saw a picture of you carrying a pillow and a suitcase. Oh, he's part Jewish. That makes sense. So, Caleb, I saw you carrying a suitcase and I saw you carrying a pillow. And I heard the Lord say, bring your pillow because whatever you do in travel, it's going to be from rest. That you're always going to have a pillow. You're always going to have a place to lay your head when you rest. And that everything you do comes from ease. Like there's an ease that you carry that I always saw like your name, like this is how God was saying it to me, like Juarez, but like I was reading as you are easy. It's like you're easy, like you are, and it's easy for God to work with you because you are so entrenched in his rest and is seeking his heart, that his heart and his will is above your will, that you are moldable, you're easy for him to shape into whatever he wants, and it all comes from rest. And I feel the honey too. I can taste it now. I can literally feel like my mouth is full of honey because there's a sweetness, Caleb, about you. And it's like Caleb and the other dude, well, Joshua and Caleb, right? And it's like there's this like ease, like yeah, we see the giants, but it's all right. I got the honey. It's like I got my pillow. It's all right. I might have to fight, but I got my pillow. And so I just bless your journey. I bless that suitcase too. I know you said something about going to Canada, but there's more than Canada. I feel like Canada is just like the beginning of it, that there is Middle East, there is Africa. There I feel like because of your willingness to go into the promised land, your willingness to go through what's hard to get there, that God is going to bless you even financially. I feel like even this week you're going to be getting a check in the mail, and that's going to help you with getting some funds that you needed for what you need to do. So we just bless you, bless your ministry.
Like I even see that in your name, Caleb. Like Caleb Juarez. Like Caleb going into the promised land.
He wars.
And other people seeing it as a dangerous spot and like they just don't want to be there, like Juarez, which is a border town. Like it's even in your name. It's screaming. Like I definitely see you crossing oceans, man. Like there's things that you're working on and things that you're doing, and you may not even be doing them yet. I'm not sure what they are, but I want to know. I want you to stay in contact because I really want to track this. I would really like to know what's going on because it's huge.
Yeah, we just bless you, Caleb, because keep us posted because you got some big things coming. And see how Jennifer said, I love how you broke down his name, and that's like, it's like a trigger. If you've heard of triggers, like God can speak through anything, and he can speak sometimes through riddles, he can speak through rhyming. It's like Johnny, you did that last time. You saw Lisk and you heard, Yeah, whisk, or
And
you
then
could
somebody else heard risk. So
yes, a risk. And so it's like, be open to how God speaks, because it's honestly, for me, it's different every time. So
yeah.
it's fun. That's what makes it exciting.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
there's a really big Jennifer Cummings. There's a really big hospitality thing on you, where your home is. It's going to be open. It's going to be enlarged and opened to people. And I really feel like people who haven't eaten for a while are going to be sitting with you. And I mean that like in a spiritual sense, but I also mean that in like a physical sense. There's a love that's over you, and
Mm.
it's like a welcoming. And that's funny because like Cummings, but I wasn't even thinking that. I kept hearing welcoming, like a welcoming hospitality
Wow.
that's over your life. Um, it's are you doing anything with, I would say, like homeless people or even displaced youth? Um, there's like just a huge hospitality and like motherly like thing that's all over you. That's your vision. Father, I thank you so much for that vision. I thank you so much for not just provision, but for your providence over her life, Father. I thank you that you're leading her, and like you've given her that
Ooh.
will. It's like this amazing will that she has to like help people, but you've also come with her at times where you go, why can't I go there? Why can't I go there? And I keep hearing Papa saying that there's certain places that you've been frustrated that you can't go to, but it's actually been his hand that's been holding you, because it looks like a cliff, and it doesn't look like that hand's going to be there forever in that spot. But like there's certain places that you've been asking for, and he's going to give you that. But it's he's literally preparing the way and preparing the time. It's like one of those like, right now is the perfect time. All right, now go.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to be frustrated with him at all, because he's literally like moving literal mountains on your behalf.
Wow, that's really cool. So, Jennifer, when I saw your picture, you're beautiful, by the way. I heard the word mediator, and I
Yeah.
feel like you are a bridge. Like what Johnny was saying too, like there's like a bridge that you are, like a bridge over troubled water, that you have the ability to speak and to communicate with those that are less fortunate. Like there's like something about, or in pain, or there's something, but like you are the mediator between them and having a good life. Like you are the one that can bring them out of darkness. I just see you as this like light shining in the darkness. Like I want to see, like I saw a picture real quick of two young kids on the street asking for a light for their cigarette, but you're like, I have light. Like there's like something about you in the darkness and shining in the darkness. And I don't know if it's family. Like I feel like there's also family members, that you are the bridge. Like when I was little, and the reason I was, just to explain my process, I immediately thought of myself in middle school and high school. I was a bridge for all my friends to go to youth group. We had this like youth group and a choir and all this, but because I went, my friends went. They wouldn't have gone if it wasn't for me going. So I feel like you're the same. You're this bridge, and you have like an evangelistic grace on you, and you don't even try,
Yeah.
because you are that. Like you are this, I say be a bridge all the time. Yeah, like you are this evangelist, and that's who you are. You don't have to try to do it. You just are. So we just bless you with that. We bless you with all the people that you're going to touch through your life, because there's many. I just see many, 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 many. Like when you get to heaven and see everybody that was touched by your life, Jennifer, you're going to be floored, and it's going to be way more than you think. So bless you with that. And yeah, let's see here. Oh, we have Rick signs.
Hey,
Always my Norwegian brother. Good afternoon to you too, friend.
is that what that means?
Yes.
Hey,
Good
Rick,
afternoon.
Rick looks very Norwegian too.
He's
You know?
he's very he's from the dark side of Norway. Way up north. It's way up north where the light never shines.
Oh,
Oh
love
my
you, Rick.
Yeah. Let's see. I would love to speak into South Africa.
Yeah.
To, like, that's a mighty man of God right there.
Yeah.
Wow, I love the name too. Like what immediately sticks out to me is Manana, but I was reading Manana.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
And Cebu. I'm just gonna call you Cebu for short. But you, Cebu, you have a futuristic gifting. It's like you are a foreseer. You
Yeah.
see things that are gonna happen, and it's like you're almost kind of like you get impatient because you see things that need to be happen. And so I'm going to give you a word actually that a prophet gave to me, and this is for you because I feel like it's also you. You are a times and seasons prophetic person, Cebu Siso, that you see the future and you see a need that needs to be met. So you're the kind of minister or prophetic person that sees something needs to happen, that you get a prophetic word for it, and sometimes you need to step in and be your own word
Yeah.
until you can raise up someone to do it. So I don't know what you have now I feel like there's something that you feel you see a need in your hometown or in your church, that you see a need, and it might have to be that you have to fulfill that prophetic word yourself and be that person until you can raise up someone. Did you have something, Johnny?
I did. I did. You know, it's funny. I was just teaching my son about, he was asking me, is the sun up everywhere? And I was showing him with like a light that, like, on this side, you see, you know, because it's daytime, but whenever it rotates, now it's daytime on this side, and on the other side, it's darker. The funny thing is, with you, I saw what looked like this giant sun that was, the earth was like revolving around the sun, but the sun was literally like, if I can just get you to see tomorrow, if I can just shine, I'm going to shine, and it's always going to be a present place. I see it, it goes straight in with what she said. Like, I saw mañana with your last name as well. Um, it's like you have that light of the light that needs to be shared for tomorrow, that light that constantly needs to be given to people to know that, hey, it will rise again tomorrow. It will rise, and you're going to be able to see again. The night's not going to last. I really feel that. I really feel that there's something that is extremely illuminating about you, bringing people into a full a full vision with all the lights on. You know, it's like this big light switch and all the lights on, where things have been covered up and things have been dark. And I see Papa using you in a crazy way to reveal, you know, like, we can't reveal darkness. Darkness runs from light. Okay. So that's like, we have to stop, like, the darkness is being revealed. No, the darkness runs, and what happened in the darkness is now revealed in the light. And I really see you walking in a very bold way. It's like running at things dark, and it becomes light where you are. And people can see, like, oh my God, this is what happened. You know, like, my God, this is what's going on, you know? And I want you to know that there's no way that a son can be afraid from the darkness, because the darkness runs from the sun. And I keep seeing you as a son. I keep seeing you as this bright light that reveals. And it's the Father's light that shines through you. I mean, you can't help but shine. There's times where it's like, almost like you can't help but say something. You can't help but, like you see the thing that needs to be done. Why can't people see it? But I really believe that Papa's using you in a compassionate way. I want to say in a very compassionate way, not an abrasive way where, like, can't you see it? It's like, can't you see it? Can I show it? And I really feel that's something that you've always been, but that's something you're going to see, like, way more than you could ever imagine in your life.
Yeah, you are a light. We just bless you with that. Yeah, I just feel like there's wisdom coming to you too. Like there's new wisdom that you've been asking for in a particular situation. You've been asking for wisdom, and I see him giving it to you. I see him giving it to you in dreams,
Yeah.
and just even through the day, like through just vision. So we just open that door right now, that Lord, that you're going to give him exactly the wisdom that he needs, and it's going to be so clear. I just see, like, I just hear the words, the song, that I can see clearly now. So I
Right,
just,
it's gone. Yeah.
yeah. So we just declare clear, and we declare clear, we declare clear vision.
Click that. Click right, click right.
Clear, clear, clear vision. Oh, we just bless you. I love how your country folks are showing up for you here.
Yeah.
Mary's also from South Africa, and
Is she?
that is definitely a place I want to go. It's a dream of mine to go to South Africa. Clarity, amen. So I just wanted to, again, like we always do, like give you guys permission, like whenever we prophesy, like don't hold back from prophesying over each other. If you see someone, whether it's the person that we pull up or whether it's someone that just catches your eye in the comments, please just prophesy over each other, because um I feel like sometimes the most powerful prophetic words that when I go back through the comments and see are there, and they're extremely accurate and just amazing. So there's some amazing prophetic people. Like I see Meredith. Meredith, where are you? Are you still on here? Where is Meredith? Meredith.
Is
She
she?
is an amazing prophetically gifted person. Meredith, you need to just go for it, girl. So anyway, anything else? Let's see. Did I pick that one? You get to pick next.
You know, I'm gonna pick. I just click it.
Can you do it? I don't know if you can pull it
I
over.
don't, but you know what? Mary Small.
Yes, I love
And
her.
it's funny, like that's who I was seeing, and then you put it right up there. I was like, oh, here it is. You know, like uh, Mary. I've seen you like planting. I saw you with a lot of seeds, but there was this one seed that everything was growing around you, but there was this one sprout that you were waiting for, and it took a while,
Hmm.
and it's sprouting. And Mary, it's going to be the biggest, most beautiful tree that you've ever seen. I want to let you know that there's a huge gift in you, like just to love. Like your love is huge, you know. And I just see you like I see you like planting within people who
Mm.
thought that they were kind of like nothing can grow, nothing good can come out of me. You know what I mean? Um, Nothing good comes out of Nazareth. But you know, it's almost like that. Oh, really? Well, here's Jesus. You know, like revealing people who are extraordinary by every account. You know, like the I see you like revealing the people that do the more. You know, like how everyone's like, I want to do the more. You know, like the more than the greater than he. You know, like I feel like you're going to be doing the things that like even Jesus was talking about, where you're going to see people do more. And
Wow.
it's like you're raising up these extraordinary people who thought that they were like at best rocky soil, like
Mm.
just soil that was like lacking nutrients. But
Wow.
it's as if you showed them like just how nutrient they are.
Wow.
And I see you raising up people, and it's your love.
Mm.
Mary. It's your love. It's there's it's just the way that you do. It's enormous. And I want to let you know that you're we've heard this word a lot lately, like you're essential. You're extremely essential.
Yeah.
You're a missing component that things will not work if you aren't there. And I
Yes.
just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and from Papa's mouth. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for constantly showing up. Thank you for loving boldly. Thank you for thank you for seeing what people can't see. Thank you for planting what people wouldn't plant in certain soil. I
Mm.
just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I feel that's straight from heaven.
Yes.
I feel like God's thanking you. Like you create like him, you see like him, and you call things into being like him. So thank you. Your love is amazing. It's wild. It's free, and it's amazing.
Wow. Yeah, Mary, I'm like so like overwhelmed with just his love for you right now. I hear him say, "You carry my heart." like you carry my heart of compassion. And Mary, every time I look in the Bible and God performed a miracle, it says he was moved with compassion.
Yeah.
Like he looked at the people and he was moved with compassion. And you carry that very same heart, that he trusts you with his compassion. That you, I just saw actually while Johnny was speaking, I saw, or before you even started, I saw you with a metal detector on a big beach. And it was like, you know how many how many little pieces of sand there are on a beach? Like there's so many, but you are so patient. You were patiently walking up and down that beach looking for that treasure. And that's, I feel like Johnny is saying, is like, you won't stop until you see treasure in people. You won't stop. You can see treasure in the most dirtiest, filthiest place. You find treasure. And it's such a gift. That's exactly what Jesus did. Now, Jesus, he like went and dined with what they called sinners and prostitutes and drunkards, so much that people called him a drunkard,
Yeah.
you know, because of the way that he was hanging out with these people. And I feel like that's you. You have that very same heart of compassion, that you find treasure in people, that you don't give up, that you're going to walk up and down that beach for hours until you find that treasure. And when you find that treasure, you just take it and you clean it up. I just see this whole like I just like this evangelistic beautiful thing, but it's like a pastoral thing too, where you find this person and you clean them up and you help them. And I know you said, but a friend needed me, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Is like you put others first.
Yeah.
And yeah, and God is going to give you descendants. Like that's why he chose Abraham, because Abraham's heart was to put others first before him. He was all about following God, and God knew that he had a heart after
Yeah.
his own heart. And so I just he you know, he promised to Abraham a multitude, a generation, and I feel like that's coming through you too, whether natural or whether it's biological family or just adopted family, that you carry this amazing a spirit of adoption. And
It's good.
metal detector man it's like beep 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 beep. Yes, you do. Seeing some comments on here.
Yeah.
You see treasure in people. Mary, you are beautiful. Yeah. Wow.
Ella Ware. Ella Ware. Are you still on, Ella?
Go for it.
I don't know if you're still on or not, but hopefully, if you aren't, you'll come back to this. I don't. I'm not sure like what business plans you've had, but I see like this business that's going to be coming out of you where it's like multiple little businesses, right? Like I think you would call it like an umbrella type. Like here's the parent, and there's all these other small businesses that are underneath it. But I see you as right here as starting this large business that's going to give life to other like sub businesses that I think like Papa has used you with like just so many great ideas. It's almost like you have like this great niche idea for this and a great niche idea for this and this and this and this and this. And I really see like Papa coming alongside you and opening up that business that's going to allow you to do all of these. And I see a lot of stimulation, like monetary stimulation. And I'm not trying to give you one of those like, oh, you're going to have money in your future type words. I really feel like Papa's going to use you in a really great financial way. But I feel that is going to, it's as if you see things that people need, and like so many times you see businesses pop up where that didn't need to be there. There's already one that does that over here, and there's one that does it over there. Like I see like you like seeing things in a new innovative way and creating these businesses that help people on a daily basis, where it would actually be like, I don't know what I would have done without this. So I want to encourage you to move forward in that creative business mindset that you have, and just step out. It doesn't look like there's anything in front of you. Step out. I guarantee that your feet are going to hit the ground.
Yeah, Ella, I see the same thing. And I actually see also a teaching or a coaching type thing on you that you, I don't know if it's a business, but I feel like as you step into business, I actually see you pulling other people with you.
Yeah.
That there are, I just see like about 10 people behind you that you're almost like a preschool, like when you're in preschool and you have to hold on to the rope, to go. And I feel like there's about 10 people coming after you that you're raising up, like a mentorship program, Ella, that these are people that look up to you, and that you are actually going to be able to pull with you. And
Yeah.
not only that you pull them with you, but then when they come up to where you are, you actually push them forward. There's like like you're reproducing yourself is what I'm seeing. So we just bless you with that. Bless your kind, beautiful heart. Just like looking at your face, you're just so beautiful and lovely. And I just feel like you're just a beautiful fragrance to everybody that comes
Yeah.
in contact with you. And just come and visit us in San Diego, because I feel like you're someone I want to hang out with. You're like really fun and sweet. So anyway, yeah, look at here. For Ella, I love your name. It's so pretty. Oh, I feel like you're gonna step out into a new gift, that you're gonna step up into a new place. Yes. Yes, that's for you, Ella.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Sherry actually she has a tutor for her daughter that's at her house right now. Her name is Cindy, and she was asking for a word for Cindy, and I would love to do that and see if I can find it. So if you guys know, like, some of the process, like when you only see a name in a tiny picture, you really have to kind of count on God. Like, you don't know this person. Um, it's actually it's risky, but it's so rewarding, because you get to feel God's heart for someone, and it's a lot sometimes, but he's so willing to just share whatever he feels about that person. He doesn't hold back. So if you have anything now, like right now, Johnny, all we have is a name, Cindy. That's a tutor.
Cindy.
Hmm.
Cindy, you're not from Massachusetts, are you? Sherry, is Cindy from Massachusetts? Cindy, what I see for Cindy is I think it's what we were talking about before we even started, Oseel.
Yeah.
Uh, Cindy, I see like these walls around you. Now, I don't mean like walls that are restricting you. I see like what looks like a giant fortress, um, where you possess this very protective, um, extremely acute uh, training, where like a warrior, and it looks like this wall looks like a place where people are trained, like an armory. Um, uh, what was the word that we saw earlier? Do you remember what that? See, I got it right here. Let me see. It's this.
The
It's like
saw?
a training encampment. It's like a fortress. It's a place
Yes.
where, like, the legionnaires would be trained. Like this Roman fortress where like legionnaires would be trained. And I don't mean like legionnaires that would go and do the wrong thing. I mean like it's like you are raising up these minds that can't be pushed aside, can't be put down. It's like warriors. Their mind is so focused on what it is they need to do and where they need to go. There's no. It's as if they just hear so clearly, like they hear direction so clearly, like it's like straight up like God speaking straight to them. That's what I'm going to go do. Here's my order. Here's where I'm going. And I don't mean that as like an order, like go do this. It's literally like here's my purpose. Here's my task right now. I'm going to go do it. It looks like a SEAL, like a Navy SEAL or something like that. That would be so focused on doing the job that it has to do because it knows that this job is so, mandatory to things coming out the way they're supposed to be. I see so much strength in you. I see so much like strength in you to see the potential and strength in other people. It's as if they can't help but catch this when they're around you. It's like the trait of like a really cool spiritual mother or spiritual father, where like I heard somebody recently say like things can be taught, but more things are caught. It's
Yeah.
like people catch things from being around you. People catch wisdom from being around you. People are open up to hearing things, doing things, and stepping out boldly when they're around you.
Mm.
So I want to bless you with that, Cindy.
Yeah, Cindy, I actually wondered, do you have kids? Because I saw a boy and a girl. I'm not sure if those are your kids, but that's what I saw. Like a girl is older than the boy, but I'm not sure. Let me know if that's you. But I also saw you with multiple other children, and I know you're a tutor, but I feel like you have this heart, like almost like a nanny type thing, where you can step in and you can be a mom for people that need it for a time. So like when you're a nanny, like basically you're that person's parent, that child's parent, until the mom and dad come back from work, right? And I feel like you have the ability to step in and mother kids that need a mom. And it's not like, it's kind of like what Johnny was talking about, that there is so much power in that you create this like fortress around people, and you're like, I'm not going to let anything happen to you. And I just bless you with that's somebody said like they see me as a Viking with long braids.
Totally.
And I feel like you're like the Viking that like stays home, and you're like, I'm protecting this, what we have, like what we've taken back from the enemy, like we're plundered and we've taken back the stuff, right? But I'm keeping it, and I'm keeping it safe. And I just feel like you're just this, you're home, like you're home to a lot of people. So let me know if you do have, or Sherry, if you do have a boy and a girl, because I feel like there is a boy and a girl, and I feel like there's some crazy legacy that you're leaving for them.
Yeah.
So we just bless you with that. And look
Let
at
me know,
Ella. Go ahead.
let me know if you're from Massachusetts
Oh
area.
yeah, if you're from Massachusetts,
Worcester.
Worcester. Okay, so Ella says she's on her way to San Diego. Are you joking right now, or are you like for real coming to San Diego? Because let me know, because we would love to meet you, wouldn't
I'm
we? Come and visit us on Sunday at church. We go to Beach Chapel in Encinitas, California. Easy to find. So if you for real are, like, we'll definitely leave the light on for you.
Yeah.
And here's Cindy. Dante has a word for you too. You are a well for all to drink of. As Lucille said, nanny. I got the picture of Mrs. Doubtfire, like the cool nanny. Real, relevant, and such a gem. Your embrace heals people. Wow. Your embrace heals people. Like you're probably a hugger. Such a special anointing on your touch. Yeah. She might not be on anymore, but I'm gonna be on a live with Sherry later today, so I'll ask her and we'll find out. Let's
Oh,
see.
Teal, do you have anything for Tasha?
Oh yeah. So Tasha, and then I want to do Heather. I promised Heather we would pull her up. Um, ooh, let me just look what this is real quick. There was an eyeball with 23. Oh, well, I'm 23 years old. No.
So am I.
Oh, come on. And it had been a minute ago. I felt God said, you lead people. Wow. You are, yes. He's opened a door for even a spiritual realm to bring people into an encounter. Wow. That is a beautiful word, Shane. Wow. Grace, I have to read the whole thing. I can't read the whole thing on here, but thank you so much. A grace to deliver people from cutting themselves. Yes, actually, my oldest daughter, I've been through that with her. So you are spot on, Shane. Thank you so much for that word. And I actually do use Psalm 23 to lead people into an experience. And you guys can do this too. I'm just going to tell real quick. I was on a Zoom call with about 20, well, 15 maybe girls that are in recovery right now that are not believers, but they could relate to the word meditate. So I brought them into a meditation. We're meditating basically on Psalm 23, and I didn't even read the word. I just, I took them through a Psalm 23 experience, and they all met Jesus. Like we went through this like meditation thing, and they all opened up their eyes and they're bawling, and they're like, I don't understand why I'm crying. And I'm like, it's Jesus. Like, he does that. But they all met Jesus. So prophesying with scripture is something that I love to do. So spot
Hey,
on.
you see what David Benjamin wrote?
No. Is it higher?
I
Where?
think a little bit higher.
Live.
12:44 p.m. He said, "Hey Johnny, I
Oh,
live and my family lives in Massachusetts,
what?
right near Worcester.
On. Well, you
My
need to
best
give
friend
him
John and
that
his
word.
wife."
You need to tell him how that word came about too. Like teach it.
So I think there's part of that word in there for you and your family that you're talking about, David, as well. Before we started, we were just praying, and the number 508 came to my head. We look up 508, and 508 is the area code of Worcester, Massachusetts. The funny thing is, um, I'm art directing at this place called Por Vida, and right next door they're building a condo. So they're doing the whole dig out of the ground where it goes like, I don't know, like 20 feet deeper or something like that, to put beams and all that good stuff in there. And one of the construction workers came next door to the shop, and he had this bottle.
Hmm.
The bottle is from, I think, 1908 is what they said it was, a 1908 bottle. And it's a Worcester sauce from Lee and Perrin. So I was like, well, there's the second Worcester, and we're looking it up. Like, I felt like I needed to look up the name Worcester, and the name Worcester is from England, but they moved from England to Massachusetts, where it's a huge surname in Massachusetts. Hence the name Worcester, like, I guess the town there. But so this is your friend John and his wife. Let's see. I know you, David, and I know that what you're doing is building, stuff even in a secular sense that people don't even realize that you're doing, and who you're with. Like David, I'm not going to say where you work and who you know and all that, but it's like you are definitely forming new thought. You are bringing this new revelation. You are bringing new. I want to say new identity. It's new to them, but it's as if like you saw the identity the whole time, because it's that ancient identity that Papa has spoken over us. Man, you, like, I know you. You are a fortress, so I know that word is in part for you as well. And see, that's the thing too, people. Like, if you're hearing a word, I've seen some other people do it in here. If you're hearing a word and that's ringing true with you,
Yeah.
grab it.
Yeah.
It's almost as if like here's a shelf and here's that thing that you wanted. Oh, somebody else got it. Why aren't you going to grab it? It's literally like that coin's in the fish's mouth. That coin shouldn't be in the fish's mouth. Anybody can grab that coin, go get it. Like, so I bless you with that word too. I'd like to talk with you when we get off, if you're free to talk. But yeah, bless you, bro.
Yeah, and how cool is it that your name is David and your best friend's name is John? Like Jonathan, like, and I just see this David anointing on you, that you're not someone that's afraid to go into battle. You're not someone that's afraid, but you actually have this like intimacy with God through all of it, that you have a soft heart. And I even saw the word like Worcester sauce. I don't even know how to say it, but that sauce, it's not necessarily the sweetest sauce. It's tangy, but it brings a kick. And I feel like that's you. Like, you bring a kick into the situation, that you are someone to be like, some people don't understand it. I feel like you've been misunderstood, but you actually break through things just by your voice, just by your words, what you say. You break things, that you are a warrior and you are a king. And I just see you leading people. Like, I see you leading people into battle and being like effective some strategy, like you're a strategist, strategist. I'm Norwegian, you guys. I'm not from this country.
I don't think you can hide behind that.
I can always hide behind that. I don't speak English.
Look at Caitlin Gray. Caitlin Gray. All my family lives in Worcester.
Oh, come on. What the heck?
Crazy.
So that is like such a trip.
Man.
That is super trippy. Like this morning we were just praying and I'm like, Johnny, I feel like you're going to get numbers today. And he got 508. And like, that is really, really cool. Very cool. Yeah, we just blessed you, Caitlin, too. My gosh, like
looking up that name, it says that name is a tribal name. That it's an old English tribal name. They're not exactly sure what it means as to its start, but they know that it equates over in Latin to what is it? Latin castra, a legionary camp, like an encampment where the most elite warriors are trained. I really feel like we're seeing a theme here,
yes,
like people who are raised up and not afraid. And that's one of the things we prayed over. Like before we started, we were seeing joy and we were seeing peace taking the place of fear and confusion. We're talking about bold people who are standing up, bold people who have a no fear of man, no fear of circumstance, and a fear of God. When I say a fear of God, I mean a respect. I mean a love. It's like standing next to, the best way that I've always like seen it in my head is like when you see those pictures of like a Swedish countryside where here's this beautiful green lush farmland and it's right here at the base of this giant mountain. Like to me, I look up and I'm like, oh, it's like so scary. It's so big, but it's so beautiful and it's so wonderful and it's so life-giving. So I feel like what God is doing is bringing people into a place of his love, bringing people into a place of his wisdom, bringing people into a place of knowing him in an intimate way and fashion. Ooh. And when you get close to someone that you know the truth, you can never be afraid of the lie. So in Jesus' name right here and right now, I want to break any lie of fear over anybody in here right now that you were called and you were created to be more than. Whoa. That even before the cosmos were already knowing your papa. You asking is that here and now we come back to a place of like this. It's almost like a deja vu moment, like where there's a lapse and you see this thing because you know it. So right here, right now, what I'm praying over every single person here, I know this deviates a little bit, Osil, but I'm praying divine downloads. Yes. I'm praying divine downloads. Every single person hears. Every single person can see. Every single person can taste, feel, every single one of your senses in God and the Holy Spirit, like right here and right now, be ignited, lit on fire, and brought out of any type of sleepy or unaware stance to being acutely aware at all times, to not just knowing your part, but know how your part fits in with someone else's part, and being able to appreciate and work with and collaborate and build something greater, the kingdom, to literally break apart what someone else has thought this is supposed to be and actually see what Papa has said from that third heaven perspective of actually looking down and being like, oh, that thing that was painted there, that's not it. It's actually this right here. So in Jesus' name, to literally break foundations, foundations that have been faulty, foundations that have been lies, and actually bring back into a place of pure restoration and reconciliation and knowing the truth.
Yes, if you relate to that, I see people are receive it. Just type in I receive it. Type in I receive it in the comments, because I receive that. And I feel too like somebody needs to hear this word, that you are afraid. Like
Yeah.
there's someone out there that you are afraid to do what you need to do. You are afraid to move on. There's so much tension in the air, especially here in the United States. There's people like everybody's like there's like aggression, right? And want to be right. But so there you are afraid because like my whole life I cared about what people thought about me. I don't care anymore. And you know why? Because I was afraid, but I did it anyway. And that's like a word that God has been speaking to me. So if you feel like you're afraid, or you feel like not even just afraid, but you feel like you're tired, you can't go on, there's too much happening. I know with Heather, like you were saying, you're homeschooling kids, there's a lot going on. And then you feel like God is telling you to do something, and you're like, I can't. Like Moses, like, I don't have the words. I can't do that. But
Yeah.
you do it anyway. God has been speaking that to me anytime something comes up where I'm like, I just don't really feel like it. I just don't think that's me. Do it anyway. So do it anyway. I'm going to make t-shirts that say that, because do it anyway. Like,
Over it.
you do it afraid, do it tired, do it insecure, do it anyway, because that's where the breakthrough is. Like if you're just you need to just do it anyway. So that's amazing. So no, yeah, we just preach fearlessness. I feel both of us have come to a place in our lives. I don't know about you, Johnny, but
Yeah.
I just it gets easier.
Yeah.
But it's all the do it anyways, don't you think? Like it's you do it
Yeah.
anyway.
Absolutely.
And those are the ones that open the doors and just kind of eliminate the fear. I feel like just do it anyway. And so Caitlin, we just bless you and your family, and we're if you could tell us how to say that name, that would be awesome, because I've heard it say Worcester, like the locals call it Worcester. But we just bless you, Caitlin. And again, I think I had this word for you before, but I see you literally, I see God just taking your tongue and writing with it. And it's beautiful. I don't know if you sing. I feel like there's a sound in that you carry, a sound that is soothing, and it's peace. And it just like corrects everything. It brings peace into chaos. Kind of like in creation when there was chaos, is literally the word, what that means. And there was darkness covered the earth. That word darkness actually means it was chaos. And the Holy Spirit hovered over and brought order and peace, brought shalom into the earth. And I feel like that's what you do, that you can go into a place where there's chaos and you bring peace. And it's even just with the sound of your voice. It's just you saying hello, like going into a Starbucks. Like I feel like you're a feeler too, that you feel things, that you are the kind of person that can go into a room and you kind of pick up on everything that is happening in the room. And it's hard sometimes for you, but you see, Worcester.
Worcester.
So thank you for that. For us San Diegans, that's very important to know. but but I just bless you with that. I bless you with that shalom, that you carry shalom. And it just comes just from you being you. So yes, she totally is a feeler. I'm not a feeler. I feel like I turn those things off. But I think maybe that's what makes me fearless too, because I'm like, I don't care. I just see stuff and I'm like, well, that's stupid. Like you see like the demonic and stuff, and I'm like, whatever. But I feel like the feeler has a little bit of a harder job, because you really have to discern whether it's yours or someone else's. So anyway, we needed to do Tasha. I mean, I'm not in a hurry. I don't know about you, Johnny. You might be in a hurry. Okay. I just have to be on another call at 2 and go to the bathroom in between. So I wanted to minister to Heather. She's an old friend of mine from the movement, and I love her dearly, and just really would love to encourage her today. So I know her, so I'll let you go first.
Yeah. Heather, I see you as like, that's another play on words, I guess, but I see you as like a heather blended shirt or fabric. If you know what a heather is like, it takes these different colors and tones and brings them all Oh, my, can you hear me? Is it
Yeah,
working?
you just
Okay,
froze for a minute.
gotcha. So, but it's like an athletic heather, like blend where these different colors and these different woven blends, like it might be polyester and cotton or whatever, different things blended together to make one. Um, there's, it's like you don't take, it's not that you take a side, it's that you weigh things. And you don't weigh them as to what has more, what has less. You weigh it in truth. You balance it in like a very, I don't want to say justice, but in a very just way.
Mm-hmm.
And the true just way is in compassion and is in like the heart of a father, you know. And I see you like being woven together where it's almost a one person could be like, oh, she totally gets it, she's with us, and then the other person's like, she totally gets it, she's with us, and you're not with either one singularly, you're actually with both. There's like this, it's, to me, you're like the judges in that the Bible talks about, these judges where they would give this clear, concise direction that God would give them, and they'd give this word, and it was pure, it was just, it was true. And I feel like that says a lot about who you are. I
Okay.
feel like that you could blend with anyone. You can, like, anyone can say like, oh, she's one of those people who walks in between, like, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
walks in between different groups and different like people, and you do it with a grace, and you actually do it in a way to showing people that there's 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 not these giant differentiations of each other where like they're totally here and they're totally here. It's almost like you bring people to this level and be like, hey guys, like let's look right here. And it's as if you show them that they're on the same plane when they thought they were in different places all along. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a grace that you've always had in your life. And I think that that's something that I think that, you know, like when you hear about people imparting, I think that you impart that. And I would like to say it's wisdom that's, you know, like heavenly wisdom, you know, like it's it's totally Papa's heart, and it's filled with his love.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, I want to let you know that there's some situations that you're about to come into where it's needed, you know, like where it's going to be pulled upon, where almost as if people are going to ask you to be a mediator or a moderator. uh,
Wow.
and it might be a place that would feel uncomfortable to you. um, like maybe that's not my niche, you know. I'm not sure what it is, but it's like, well, I do this kind of thing and this kind of thing, that right there is not my niche, so maybe I should stay out. I really feel like Papa's calling you into a whole lot of different places, just because, just like how you're not, you know, north or south, kind of like blue or red or whatever that is, you know, like, and you're like this healthy mesh of the two, and you can see both sides family, you know. So like, I want to bless your family, you know, but
Wow.
I think it's even more than your family. I think you're called to a very broad family. I think that it's, I think God's going to use you in a major way for like peace talks.
Yeah.
um you know, it's and I don't know, I don't think you like politics very much, but I think that there might be something like a political grace on you for actually bringing different people together, and yes, in your family. So bless that. But I think it's in such a bigger way because
Yeah.
we're all family. So
Yeah.
I
I
want to
love.
bless you with that.
Yeah, I heard too, Heather, just real quick. I heard too that there's something happening in your family that you actually you hold the key to how to
Mm.
unlocking it. Like there's some kind of tension, but you hold the key to unlocking that tension. And I don't know if there's something that has come up lately. It's almost like some undiscovered thing that you found out about recently that's been kind of tough to swallow, but um, that you have, that God is giving you the grace to actually find the wisdom and how to deal with it, and how to deal with it in a way that actually creates harmony, you know, in your home. So um, I love you, Heather, and I just bless you. There was, yeah, peacekeeper and
Yeah.
peacemake. Somebody saying, put up boundaries to protect yourself. Yeah, I think that's good too. But
Yeah.
I feel like that he's giving you grace and wisdom and how to deal with people, and how to be that peacemaker and peacekeeper. Yeah, my dad's passing. I feel like there's something. Yeah, there's something just that you don't really know how to get your mind around it, but he's giving you the ability to do that. So we just bless you, bless your kids and your pets and all that. So somebody asked how long we'll be going today. What do you think, Johnny? I don't
The
have anywhere.
infinity and beyond. No.
We are till the morning.
Hey,
Hey.
happy
Let's
hour
grab
and a
some
half.
patty break and have some more coffee. I do have another live at 2 o'clock, but I'm here as long as Johnny can
Yeah.
handle. I'll respect Johnny's time. So
Yeah. Let's do a few more. That's fine.
yeah, yeah. Let's do a few more. So we did want to do Tasha. Somebody was
Awesome.
asking for a word for
That's good.
Tasha. Uh, that was your wife, Wendy, was asking for a word for Tasha. So if you guys, I would love for you guys as we minister to Tasha, if you guys could also do the same thing. If you hear anything for Tasha, that's all you need to know. It's a girl named Tasha. What is the Lord saying to Tasha? Because she really needs some encouragement today. Is what I feel. So,
Yeah.
um, so yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Everybody on here, just say, Tasha, this is what the Lord says about you. So we just ask God right now that you would just, for all of us that are on air, for Johnny and I and everyone else that's on here, on behalf of Tasha right now, we just ask that you would show us exactly how you feel about her and that we would communicate that in such a way that she will be encouraged and restored in every way. In Jesus' name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tasha, I see an eagle. I see an immense eagle, and it's not like one I've ever seen before. Um, it's just a giant white eagle, and I keep hearing, I keep hearing that eagles don't hang out in eggshells.
Wow.
Um, the eggshell I'm seeing is like this small little eggshell, and it's this immensely giant eagle, and it's almost as if it's trying to like put its head back in an eggshell. And I see this eagle like spreading its wings out and seeing its wings for the first time, and it abandons that shell. It begins to fly higher than it's ever flown. It begins to go places that no other bird could ever travel, like altitudes that no other bird could travel. I see Papa giving you a freedom like you've never known. I see new heights. I see an eye that like can pinpoint prey. I see talons that can keep anything away that tries to come at it. I see you raising up into a place that uh, other people would try to speak about, but that this eagle is actually something that it's it's a symbol. It's a symbol of who you truly are, the freedom that you truly carry, and what you've been created for. Um, there's no more eggshells. There's no more walking on eggshells. There's no more trying to fit in to something that you're much too large and much too great for.
Mm.
You've been called for a greater thing, greater purposes. And I really see you taking flight and soaring like higher than you've ever imagined you could ever soar.
Yeah. Wow. I love this from Jessica. Jessica, thank you so much. That's spot on. Tasha is actually a beautiful African American woman, and I could totally see her wearing leopard skin and holding a spear. She's a warrior. She's a warrior, warrior, warrior. So Tasha, I love that for you. Let's see, there were some other ones too. Tremendous, Tasha. Are you all right, Johnny?
Yeah, yeah. Good to go.
You're talking to yourself?
Good to go.
Tremendous, Tasha. You're such a hidden gem. Yes, that's
Yeah.
spot on too, Jackie. Like, she is a hidden gem. The polishing process has been long, but you are so loved. He's prepared you for the dreams He's placed in your heart, and that is, Jackie. That goes exactly along with what I was feeling too. So, Tasha, I saw you actually jumping out of an airplane with a parachute on, and I feel like your free fall has been very long, where it's felt almost like you've just been held up by the winds of grace, right? It's like it's been like a little bit feeling like out of control, but I feel like God has pulled your parachute for you, and it's time to soar. Like Johnny was saying, it's time to soar. It's time to enjoy that ride. It's time to enjoy it and look out and see how beautiful things are around you, because He's going to show you. I feel like He's going to open your eyes to really see how beautiful things are and how beautiful nature is, how beautiful people are, that He's going to wreck you in this new season of just peace and tranquility and just floating through the air. And I love all these flying things. I hear the word bird.
Yeah.
Yes. And you are good all the time. All the time you are good.
Did you see what Wendy wrote?
No, I didn't see it.
Tasha is literally wearing leopard print right now.
Jessica, you prophetic giant. Look at you, Jess. Tasha is literally wearing leopard print right now. Come on, God. This is my Jesus, you guys. He's good. Dante has a word for you too, Tasha. I hear the Lord say, you're not invisible, you're seen, you're loved, valued. A song coming out of you that will be a key for your breakthrough. Crazy prophetic, that's true. Also an immense feeler. Sometimes it's a lot. Yes. Wow. Tasha, go back and read these. I know you're not on Facebook right now, but use Wendy's, because these are amazing, amazing, amazing words. I love it so much.
Really
Here's
cool.
one for us. I don't know either one of you, but I see open doors for both of you. The door, effectual door for you, Johnny, to the art world. Wow. Wow. 4 nations. Can I pick the nations? Desire of your heart, nations. Amen. That is definitely a desire of my heart. And spot on. Spot on. Thank you so much. Yeah. I think we should give it back to him and minister to Josh and give it. I see you. I'm gonna raise you 5. Wow. Wow. Huh.
Josh, like, oh, I'm sorry. Were you?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay. Josh, like, it's funny, man. I see you standing. How do I explain that? I see you standing with what looks like water behind you, but it's like a different substance. It makes me think of glass sea, like a
throne room.
We call it the crystal sea. I feel like you have like a throne room type of.
Yes, that's what I got too.
Visions and like experiences.
I got the exact same thing, Johnny.
Yeah. So I literally see you looking through eyes that aren't yours, because they're yours. If that makes sense. I literally see like you having eyes that can see so clearly. Like Oseal's a seer, I'm a seer, but you're a seer. And I feel like it stems from the places that you've journeyed. And I feel like you're one of those people who has like open paths, in between different, like people would say like dimensions, but I'm saying like heavenly realm, like where you're called to look from a place that not many people, or from, we're all seated in high places, right? But I mean, I feel like you're tangibly able to see uh, very personal things about people around you, very deeply into the heart of a matter, the heart of the matter, uh, into the heart of God for people. Um, it's I feel like you're about to start having crazy encounters. Not to say that you haven't, but I feel like there's encounters that you're about to have that I desperately want. And even in that, it's beautiful, it's wonderful. But I feel like you're about to like see things like that no one has ever seen. I feel like there's things you're going to see that you're never going to be able to explain. Um, it's just an acute seeing gift. And I see you standing in front of the glass sea. I see you standing right there. But I see that like glass sea like coming out of you. It's literally like it's as if it just pours out of your chest and out of your stomach. So, man, I
Wow.
I bless you with new adventures and new encounters and new visions, uh,
Mm.
dreams. I mean, like it's all open to you, and I feel like you're going to be teaching
Yes.
people how to uh, have these like crazy encounters. You know, like it's funny because I see you standing at a place where it says spiritual encounters. It uh, doesn't look churchy, doesn't look anything like that. It looks like teaching people to have first and lasting encounters. It's as if people come into an encounter that they will live in for the rest of their life. It will be their present, the presence present.
Mhm.
So
Wow. I love that, Josh. It's funny. I did see, like that was immediate thing I saw was the sea of glass, like a throne room encounter. That is where you live from. Like but you're not like you live from Papa's lap. Like you're seated in the heavenlies. You're seated with him, but you're literally living from his lap, and it's interesting too, like the whole teaching thing, because I saw you, I always sound like you're leading leaders. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I felt like you're a leader of leaders, that you lead people that actually lead other things. And um whether that is through the prophetic or not, I don't know, but I feel like you're a leader of leaders. You're equipper of equippers. Equip the equippers.
yeah.
And I also saw, Josh, I don't know if you have kids. I saw three kids. Let me know if you have children, but I saw three of them. I don't know if there's a girl in the middle, but I felt like there was a girl. I got the name Amber. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just going out on a limb and risking here, but I heard the word Amber, the name Amber, and I feel like there's a girl, three daughters. Yeah, awesome. So I have five daughters.
Is there Letitia or
Annie,
Letitia?
that's close. Yeah. At least it's an A word, but I went on a limb. So Annie, there's something special about Annie. I feel like she carries your gifting, and it's something that you're really stewarding right now. And she's not afraid. I feel like she's a fearless girl that she sees in the spirit. Sydney, Annie, and Claire. Aw. Yeah. Is Annie in the middle? Is she the middle child? I feel like there's like a tremendous gifting on her life. Not that the other ones aren't, but there's something special about her and about what she does in the spiritual realm, if that makes sense, that she carries some crazy authority in the spiritual realm. Yes, she is. Come on. So, just to explain how I came to that, because I really want to teach people that this is nothing special about me and Johnny. We just are willing to do this. And it's just a willing heart. And so, of course, there's gifting, but it's something you grow in. So, when I looked at Josh, I just got a vision of 3 kids, and it's like, and I got it, I saw it, and then I heard it, 3 kids, and yeah, so he understands what I mean. There's just something like steward that heart, like her heart is precious to the Lord. Yeah. But so I just saw a vision and I heard a word, and it's different for everybody. And then I'm learning to really risk when I see things that are specific like that. I'm learning that it's okay to be wrong and I'm not going to be, not going to stop if I'm wrong. And so, but if I'm right, that is even better, like, but I have to be wrong sometimes. I've actually learned to appreciate the times that I'm wrong, because I can't know when I'm right if I don't know what's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the fighter pilot. It's like they have to know, like, when they do go through the G-force thing, you probably know about this, Johnny, is like training to be able to withstand the G-force. It's like everybody's different, right? And so they have to learn what makes them what makes their body, what like if they're about to pass out, they need to know their symptoms. So it's like that. It's like we all have to learn. And so when I'm wrong, if I pass out and I'm wrong, that's actually good, because I'm learning that, that what's right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That was a big mess, but
Sometimes risks as well are like sometimes like you don't really know what happens after. You're like, okay, well, I tried, like
right.
I said what I was hearing, maybe it wasn't for that, but you don't know what happens after that's gone, after you walk away, and what's happened in that person's life or what's going to happen. I'll give a little story, like really quick. I was with some friends and we were ministering in North Carolina, and we were at this school who asked us to come and talk about, prophecy, like, and we're talking to these students. I think they were junior high students, and there's this lady who's sitting there who looked like she was in her early 20s, and she was sitting with a boy who was maybe about 15 or 16. And as we're sitting there, like we're starting to give words, and I pointed to her and I said, "Ma'am, I don't know if you're a student here or if you work here, but I said, do you sing? Like I see you singing. It's been like a dream of yours to actually like sing and be heard. Like you write songs." I said, but I said, is that something that is true? Like, can you track with me? And she's like, no, it's not. Okay, it's not. It's funny because I just keep seeing singing over you, and like I know you said it's not, but like another thing I keep hearing is that you sing for other people, and that there is a peace that people get because the words that they can't sing, the things that they want to say, they can't say, but you're able to say it for them, and it gives them a peace as if like you were speaking for them. Is this true? She goes, no, no, none of that's true. I was okay, and I said, well, I just want to bless you, like, and so I did, and the boy that was sitting next to her like whispered in her ear like he wanted to say something, and she's like, he wants to say something to you. He wants what? What's that? He wants me to say something to you. And then he stops her and she goes, okay, he wants to tell you afterwards away from everyone. So I was like, okay. So after we were all done, it was about to shut down. We finished up. People were talking to different people. So I see them very fast book it to the back. She's holding this boy's hand and they walk out and they're trying to get out of there really fast. But I just felt like I needed to talk to her, like what she said. So I bypassed through people and I got out there and saw them in the foyer as she was trying to leave. And I heard diamond, like, and asked the boy if he knows the process of how a diamond is made. And I said, do you know how a diamond's made? And he said that yes, he had whispered to her, and she said, yes, he just learned about that today. We were talking about the process of coal becoming a diamond. And I told him that he's a diamond. He's not a piece of coal. And, and I just said, was there anything you wanted to say? And she's like, no, we just got to go. I said, okay, cool, goodbye. And I was like, man, crash and burn, Papa. What is that? Other than the diamond. The thing is, we leave and we go to a meeting later on that night, and one of the administrators who had invited us over to that school was there. And before we started, he saw me and he beelined over to me, and he says, "Man," he goes, how did you know that?" And how did I know what? Like, like he's like, the girl. He says, and he told me her name. I can't remember it, but he said, like he said, "You didn't bomb, dude." I said, "I didn't bomb." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, at the end of the school day, she came in and she said, 'What's going on? And who was that guy?'" They're like, "Well, what are you talking about?" And she's like, "I don't believe in any of that. I don't believe in hearing things, seeing things, knowing things. I don't believe in any of that. Like she's like, I'm an atheist and I don't believe in any of that." And he goes, "Okay." He says, what was it?" She goes, "I am a singer. I've always wanted to be a singer." And she's like, "And I've been wanting to like write and record and do this stuff." She's like, "Not only that, she's like other things that he said, because there was a few other things that I'm not going to share on here that I said. But she's like, "How did he do it? Did you tell him things? These are things you don't even know." And they said, "No, he just hears from God because he listens." And this lady gave her heart to the Lord that day.
Wow.
So going from being an atheist to like hearing, but like for me, crash and burn. Like my buddy Charlie Grooms was like, "Nice risk, bro. Like sometimes we miss." And I'm like, "Yeah, but it didn't feel like I missed, man. Like,
yes,
it was just something else. You don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen. I don't know how many times that's happened in my life where my risk was actually a dead set boom. And Papa just gives me the chance to see, like, look what happened. Like, you're not going to know every single time that happens, and you got to be careful with. I mean, not careful. You got to be comfortable with stepping out. You have to be comfortable with saying what, like other people might refute or say isn't true, but like it's going to do something in them. It's going to change something. The word of God never comes back void. If you create a space, he fills it, right? Yeah. So like those things come into play. So like be bold and like step out, be riskful.
Yeah. And if you feel afraid, like that risk, it's like if you heard Sean Bowles talk about this, like every time I ever hear him like minister to people, he's sweating. Like he's like, because it's like, even after these many years, like he's been doing this and he's always spot on. He still is like holding his breath, right? Calling out these words. And so we do it anyway. It's like, it's nerve wracking to prophesy over people. It's nerve wracking to go up to a stranger in Starbucks and be like, "Hey, do you have a son named, John?" And it's nerve wracking because they might think you're crazy, but do it anyway. And most of the time, like if God tells you something like that and gives you the power, like the courage to go and do it, it's probably gonna be right. Like, he's not one to tease us. I would love to minister to her. How much time do we have, Johnny? Should we say like
I got about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's what I was gonna say. Let's do 5 more minutes and then I'll take a break. But I am going to be, for you guys, if you want more ministry, I'm going to be on a live with my friend Sherry Grass at 2:00. We're going to be talking about, I don't know what we're going to be talking about, but there'll probably be ministry time. So if you want to, it'll be on I'll share it to my Facebook page too. So anyway, so there's more. But this word, de la Boadi, your face and your name kept picking up. Wow. My mouth is like, what? You kept showing up. So much going on right now. Wow.
So Della, I kept hearing Bella, which is beautiful. Mm-hmm. I just kept hearing how beautiful you are. It's almost what I keep seeing is like a father with his young daughter, telling her like how beautiful she is, how wonderful she is, how loved she is. That's what I keep hearing for you. There's an immense love, and I want you to know that you're seen. I want you to know that your papa's heart is immense for you. Uh, we can't even fathom how much he loves us. Um, the amazing thing is I see you turning around from that. And as you turn around, it's as if you turn from this little girl into the full grown woman that you are. And you turn to another little girl and tell her how beautiful she is, how wonderful she is, and how loved she is. And I see that little girl turn around and she becomes a full grown woman. And she keeps this line. It's like this, it's this love line that flows, straight from an amazing parent. I don't know if you have children or if you work with children, but I see such an encouragement coming off of you and into young women, even starting at like the root where they need it the most. I see you working with young girls and encouraging them and blessing them. There's no other word that I can use other than like bringing them into like this blessing of growing up with full identity, knowing who they are and knowing who they're who they're called to be. Um, I don't know if you have children or if you. What's that?
I think is that your children? You have 4? Oh, building an orphanage in Ghana right now. Wow, come on.
But it's literally like it's as if they, and that makes sense because it was as if they couldn't see their parent and couldn't see their father, and it was as if you became like that living example of a father to them. And sorry.
Well,
But there's so much opportunity that is going to flow from your heart into their hands. And I see children learning art around you. I see galleries. I see designers. I see people making fabric patterns, these intricate fabric patterns that haven't been thought of.
wow.
I see you as being like known as a mother in the design world, and I see you like just raising up like these creatives all around you. It's as if you had a school of creatives that you're going to pour into these young children who are going to create these things. But it's not as if like you're going to see it from the back seat. It's as if you're going to do it from a full experience of living in that yourself, like you going into a creative design world, and it looks like textile and like clothing patterns and just these crazy like dresses that I've never seen before. So I want to bless you with new creativity and new plans. I want to bless you with entrepreneurial plans. That like the orphanage, that's amazing. Girls apprenticeship, look at that. Like, I want to bless you with finance, business, and entrepreneurial sense that comes straight from a supernatural realm, straight from heaven. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being one of the mothers that people actually need. I want to thank you for being one of the fathers that people need. I recently heard someone say that if we can all be a son, then like we can all be a father. That we see those attributes of a father, and that shines through you. Like I see you as nurturing like a mother, but I see you as so protecting like a father. And I just want to thank you for loving like that. I want to thank you for being so beautiful. I want to thank you for being beautifully and wonderfully made, fearfully made.
And walking it out.
Fathers and mothers like you.
Yeah.
Della, I want to call you God.
Yeah, Della. So before before I pulled your name up, I actually had a word for someone um, working with special needs kids. I felt like, in particular, autism. I don't know if you have plans of including that in your orphanage, but I felt like whatever that is, it could even be special needs, like they need a home, like, but there's special needs that you're going to be taken care of. And I feel like the art is a way that you bring people out, and be able to communicate. Like these kids will be able to communicate their hearts through art. But I felt even more that there's provision for you, Dela. I saw incredible provision where you almost like, I feel like you've been going to the mailbox looking for like even not to the mailbox, like, but spiritually, like, God, how is this going to happen? But I just see this door open. I feel like there's going to be people that are going to come alongside you and support you financially, like a backer, like backers that are going to believe in you, and it's because of your authentic way of living, that it's like you are you. And I am looking at your picture, even your profile picture. You're wearing a flowery like a shirt, like
Yeah.
your shirt is flowery, and behind you is all these like structural designs. There's stripes, there's crisscross, and I feel like you fit in, like you've learned how to fit in, even though you operate out of freedom, but you know how to communicate with like the people that are more structured. And I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like there's about 3 people that are going to come alongside you to support what you're doing um, with your orphanage. And I just want to bless your kids too, your natural kids that uh, I feel like I see them coming alongside you and working alongside you. Like this is like a family legacy type thing. It's not just you, that it's your family's um, heart. So supernatural work and going on. Yes, Lord. Well, I think we should break for today. I can eat. My stomach is rumbling. If you guys all heard my stomach throughout this whole thing, I'm sorry. It was the Lord speaking. Anyway, thank you again so much, Johnny. Thank you for everybody that came on. And I'm
Thanks
not
for having me
sure.
on.
Oh, gosh, anytime. I'm not sure about Thursday, but I don't. If Mike and Borny can't, I'd love to have you on again. I know it's a lot. Uh, but yeah, I don't have any plans. So thank you again so much. We love you guys so much and hope that this encouraged you and inspired you to go out and do it yourself, because it's easy. God speaks all the time. You just have to listen. So I love you guys. I love you, Johnny.
Wow.
Stay on,
Love you guys.
Johnny.
All right, I
Okay.
will.